Again, I would like to ask the audience here and online to keep your questions for the discussion which we are going to have at the end of the panel. And now I have the pleasure to invite our next speaker, Mr. Vedran Dorušić, who is going to talk about the Tavica, conservation of an ancient shipwreck.
Thank you for the invitation, and I'm really glad that I'm here in person, not like before online. So my name is Vedran Dorušić, and I will speak to you about archaeological site Letavica and everything what we are doing there in general idea to protect, promote, and use the site for diving tourism. I will speak at front of Underwater Research Center Navalis, but on the project we have a much more organization, and I will try to make the presentation say something about their role there and how they achieve in the project. So, and with me here are Ivan and Renata, and they are in the last row. So let's start from the beginning. So site is located in Croatia, in the middle of Croatian coast, nearby town of Zadar, on island of Pag, and then again in the middle of the Pag. If we compare that with Greece, Pag is island, but Pag have a bridge, and you are 60 kilometers from the airport. So if we speak about traffic and connections, we are in much better position than locations obviously in Greece. So general information about site is that this is a Roman shipwreck from the 1st century BC. In the beginning, before excavations, we see something like 400 amphoras, minimally, Lamboya II type. And we estimated that ship was 25 to 30 meters in length. And depth is from 32 to 38 meters. What is recreational depth? That's really nice and beautiful, because divers with advanced category can reach the site. The site is discovered 27th of July 2018, and since then we are regularly dive there, and we are also doing excavation, scientific excavation with a lot of institutions, and I will speak just a bit about that. I will be more focused on different things, and you will not see beautiful pictures of the finds what we have, but I will speak about activities. Good thing with the site is that we didn't cover the site with the metal cage, what is regular practice in Croatia. And even without the cage, we didn't have a problem with looting, because we have an idea of cosmos presence. Also, we received award from UNESCO for best practice in underwater cultural heritage with another 2 sites in Croatia. But let's start from the beginning. Diving centers are discovered, most of the diving archaeological sites. Okay, can also be individual diver, but if we speak about percentage, in Croatia 99% of all discoveries are made by the divers. Archaeologists and professionals come after that. And that was the rule of diving center FOCA. also on Letavica, doing the regular dive 27th in July, we discovered the site. And for complete project, we used actually Greek name Straton. Why we use that? Because pronounced Letavica, it's easy only for Slavic people. Everybody else have problems with that. So we use that name, and we find that name on the anchor. But you can see that in the picture. So to have diving center nearby that kind of location, it's really good thing, because they know something about diving market, diving, promotion, and everything. Actually, promote diving center, you're targeting really small percentage of the general population. So you need to think a lot about how much you will spend and on which way you will promote your activities. And now we can say that the diving center, after 5 years, have a lot of experience, and we can use this experience also in promotion of the archaeological site. So basically, they have in common that, unfortunately, just a small percentage of the population think about that. Okay, that's our numbers. If I compare with numbers what I see before, we have a really good numbers. That's our numbers, how many divers we have every year on the site. And these numbers are really 100% accurate, because before every dive we need to send an email to Ministry of the Culture. In the email, it's always time when we will go to dive, name, nationality of the diver, and diving category. So this is like something what we must send, because in approval, that is like regulation that we need to send that work for every archaeological site in Croatia. And this is picture of that name Straton on the anchor. But to maintain all that activities, you cannot do everything just with the diving center. So that was the reason why we start with a non-profit organization. So we established Underwater Research Center Navalis. We take the name from Teredo Navalis, naval shipworm, because this is something that connects archaeology and biology. And after that you come also to the ecology. And actually these days ecology is something what general population really like. And good thing when you have a non-profit organization, you can in one project combine a lot of different organization, institution, companies, whatever you want, below one, let's say, group. And that was one joint project this year. Before actually just 2 weeks we finished. Name of the project was mental ecology. Was to raise awareness about the problem of ghost fishing on the archaeological site and other site, and that's all the nets and tools around in the circle of 200 meters from the site letter. They are much older than 2018, but was a great idea to show people that we can find so much different fisherman tools there. But why we are doing all that activities? The main reason is to attract attention of the divers and general population. Reason for that is that we can recruit volunteers for research and that cleaning action, eco action, whatever you want to call that, because people like to participate in something meaningful, something important, something good for nature, for community, for everything. And also experienced divers, they find some kind of purpose in diving. They use their knowledge, their experience, equipment, everything to something what is good for community, and actually that is something what we call these days science, citizen science. And all these things are coming because we want to achieve something what we call constant presence. We demonstrate to everybody, especially general population, that we care about site. And we like to involve new individuals, and on every action, on every TV, we always bring someone quite new. Even tourists on diving center, they come, they give interview on TV, and actually TV also like that, and you have in the really good termin, you have few minutes and guests are speaking, and actually they make really good scenario from all of this. And for us was also good this UNESCO award that is really good for the tourism. Because when someone see UNESCO sign, he then realizes that this is something really important. If you just say on the briefing that this is really nice, beautiful, important, it's one thing. When you have UNESCO sign, it's a bit better. And another thing what we do there, it's formal diving training. Why? Because divers really like training and they like to have more and more cards. And they have some kind of proof of participation in cleaning action or on excavation. They have some kind of award for their work, volunteering, and things like that. All this we do with NAUI. But the reason why we do is now is nothing super special. It's only that now is non-profit organization, and we find the good standards for the course, and we can use it. And actually, it's really good that you have big diving organization behind you that everybody can recognize NAUI. And when you give the certification, there is standards and good and big organization. Actually, we are doing two courses. First is underwater archaeology. So it's not underwater archaeologist, it's underwater archaeologist, or something like, if you are 7 days on the excavation, you learn from the beginning to somewhere, depend of which kind of activity we have on that excavation. So you learn something and you receive that C card. It's not proof that you are an archaeologist, that is proof that you have some kind of experience and it's some kind of award. Another certification is underwater conservation diver. Now everybody will think about the conservation of artifacts. No, this is conservation in the ecology meaning, so conservation of the nature and things like that. So this is specialty course where we teach divers how to clean, what can be dangerous, what is maybe better to leave in the sea, maybe some eggs from the squids, I don't know what, and will make more damage, and also that we can find also dangerous things in the sea like explosive or something that they can recognize and then they can declare to who they need to declare. This is another thing that is light and temperature of the site of Letavica. This is part of this citizen science. We start to collect that data. Actually, that comes from another project. Project was on the soft corals, and this project is just 2 kilometers. And then we say, okay, maybe we can put on Letavica, and also now we have data about temperature and light there. We give that to everybody. Actually, still now we really don't know what to do with that, but we have that. Maybe if someone from you need it, we will give you for free. And we are sending in one center in Spain that, because they are collecting data from all around Europe, and they have some new information about about how the temperature and visibility is maybe even in the problem. And another project is with this is a rescue organization from Germany. This is DLRG Bayern. They call us because they find us on the internet and they visit diving center and they say, we have a new technology, maybe we can try to work on archaeological side. And this is technology which connects GPS and ultrasound. With triangulation of 3 zones, you can actually exactly put, even in the Google map, when amphora number 235 is it. So we make that, it's nothing super scientific, but was really attractive and nice, and we put that in the Google map, and kids like that, and everybody like that they can know which amphora is where. Okay, this is something connected with all that what we speaking last 2 days with virtual reality or extended reality. This is one carpet with orthophoto of the Letavica dive site or archaeological site, and we have a tablet. And when you put tablet in front of that carpet, you have a 3D model of the site. So on the carpet, site is from 2018. On the tablet is 2022. Even there you see different. You see that we clean some sand, that we dig there, that we find something, especially to new anchors. And it's very useful for promote this for also occupied friends and family from the diver, because they're not happy the diver is on diving and they don't see nothing. And also for non-divers, and we use that for presentation in the schools, and like this year was one presentation in the high school in the town of Bai. There was a guy who is in wheelchair, and he was also able to see 3D model. Also, we produce souvenir. It's actually small Lomboida 2 amphora. This is souvenir for tourists after dive, or it's a gift for volunteers on the excavation, or it's a gift for someone who help us, promote us, do something good, whatever. And this is also plaque what we give to the donors, because donors are not sponsored. They don't want that, that they give us the money, but we also give that to them. And this is for also institutions who help us. This is especially Art Academy Split, which are actually almost for free work on our finds, and they teach their own students and PhD students on real finds from Letavica site. And this is also beautiful cooperation. And you need to award somehow that, and that's our tool. And here is one diagram how our Straton project works. Actually, you have a small wheels who are rotating together and connect actually completely different organization, like University in Zadar, Research Center Navalis, Town of Pag, Diving Center, Archaeological Museum in Zadar, and Institute for Naval Archaeology. So, conclusion of all this is that we have obligation, and it's necessary to make all these things to promote location, to publish to the general population all what we find, all what we do. And for that, we use also Facebook, Instagram. These days, someone says something about influencers. We will also use influencer, that we find influencer who can dive on 40 meters and that he knows something about cultural heritage, but till now we didn't find. But this is also a nice tool. Maybe you don't think of that, but you have younger people, they never watch TV, they never buy some kind of magazine or newspapers. They just watch something maybe on Instagram, but they always look influencers. So if you want to present them something like that, you will, at the end of story, use influencers. And we also, what we try to achieve, to find sponsors and donors for regular excavation. And since 2018, we have every year excavation except 2019 that there was a struggling about license for the touristical diving. So we were completely focused to come to that license, and that was really hard process with the Ministry of the Culture. But when we achieved that, then every year we have excavation, even in COVID period. And in that COVID period, situation in Croatia is that we have a COVID and 2 strong earthquakes, which destroyed archives, museums. So Ministry of the Culture take back all the money, but in that moment we even find the private sponsors to excavate there. And I think that without that general visibility, without the social media, without TV, without any journalists come, that we stop with everything else, we speak with them, we have a time for TV and everybody, that will not be chance to collect so much money what you need for normal excavation. So only combination of tourism, science can make such a good results. Combination of all that things will make really, really good results. Thank you. I will answer whatever you want because I'm from the beginning until now all the time in that subject. Thank you.